Hey everyone, it's Corey. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can travel like an expert using the minimalist approach. I think it's the way to go. You're traveling light. The only thing you're taking is a carry-on backpack, so you're not lugging around a lot of luggage. You're not having to wait at the baggage claim area, and your bag's with you the whole time, so you have everything you need, and you're not dragging your luggage across any cobblestone or brick or anything like that. Um, First thing first is your carry-on backpack. Make sure it's 40 liters or less so you can take it carry-on. I know a lot of ones like Ryanair in Europe, 40 is a little close, but you can still do it. The most popular backpack is the Osprey Farpoint 40. Far and away, that's what most people recommend. It's a great backpack. I recommend it as well. I think there's one better, and that's what this is the Osprey Ozone 35. I won't go into why I think it's better, the advantages. I have a separate video of that. I have one comparing this with a Farpoint 40, and I also have one where I review it and pack it, so if you're interested. But for time's sake, I'll just kind of get into it. It's basically a reverse packing video to show you what I think you need. First off, it's just a small Ziploc bag with your electronic cords. I have my iPad charger, phone charger, headphones, and then a travel adapter. Pretty simple. Also, it's a good idea to take a pair of sandals. These are just $1 pair, cheap sandals. Another option is the Zero sandals. These are the Amari Z Trek, I believe. And I have another video on these if you're interested. They pack really well, very thin, really comfortable, great strap system. A lot of people also do Crocs. That's another good option. That's basically all I have in this front pocket. And this next one, for the Ozone 35, they have their own tablet padded pocket, and I don't take a computer, I just take an iPad, so that would be in here, but I'm filming on it, just as an example. Next up in the main compartment, I will just have a thin, lightweight fleece, 100% polyester, a waterproof jacket. This one isn't actually waterproof, but just as an example, I like to do the Frog Togs. They're very cheap, very lightweight, and completely waterproof. If it's winter time, you're going to want to take a down jacket, and you have to have the waterproof jacket to go over that because down does not do good wet. You're not supposed to get it wet. The next one, I also recommend getting travel cubes. They have different kind where you can put clothes on both sides. These are just the plain bag ones, but they work perfectly fine. And this is just, I have a beanie and 3 pair of wool socks. And you don't have to get the big wool socks. They do have like ankle wool socks. 3 pair of those, plus one I'd be wearing. And 2 pair of polyester underwear, 1 nylon. Most people recommend the ex officio underwear. I think it's a waste of money, but to each his own. I also have a video on the ex officio underwear if you're interested. The next one I have is the small stuff sack, basically. Dental floss, deodorant, some Dr. Bronner soap. If you don't know about Dr. Bronner soap, it's just an all-purpose soap you can use for laundry, washing your hair, washing your clothes. I already said that. Just basically anything you need to clean. Most people do recommend this, and it's multi-purpose, so it's good. A shaver, toothbrush, toothpaste, some ibuprofen, whatever medications you need, and some earplugs. And I mean, that's all you basically need for your toiletries. I know women will probably need a little bit more. Um, some places, Asia, you might want to take your own toilet paper. Obviously, you can buy it there, but the bathrooms aren't going to have it, so you might take just a small roll with the cardboard out of it. Let's see. The last thing in the backpack, other than I do have a pat cover in case it starts to rain. It's just a cheap generic one. You can also get away with just using a trash bag if you want to take a trash bag. For my clothing department, 100% polyester long sleeve shirt. Another one, just a different color. 2 100% polyester t-shirts. 100% polyester khaki pants. Very lightweight. I think those are Columbia. And basically the same thing, but in green. And these are the cut-off kind, or the zip-off ones, where you can zip them off into shorts. And then a pair of swim shorts. Obviously, if you're going in the dead of winter, you're going to want some polyester thermals and a down jacket. Down because they're so lightweight and so warm. But again, you'll need the waterproof cover if it starts to rain. Basically, and why I have so much polyester is because polyester dries extremely fast and it's lightweight. And what you're going to be doing is basically just doing your own laundry in the sink every night or every few nights, depending on how much you take. That way you're not having to go to a laundromat. When you hang it up to dry, it dries really quick. The only better material I would say would be wool if you can. That's why I have the wool socks. I just don't want to spend all that money for the wool shirts because those are even more expensive. But if you can pay a little bit extra for the wool, I would recommend going that route. They do have much better odor resistance. It'll take a lot longer for them to start smelling. Polyester starts to smell pretty quick, so you're basically doing it every 1 or 2 days. You're having to wash it. Just FYI on that. And I think that's about it. I mean, I just think the minimalist way is the way to go. You have everything you need. The problem everyone runs into is you're taking all this extra stuff, all this extra weight, an extra bag that you're having to pay for just for these what-if scenarios that, honestly, if they happen, you can just buy stuff there. I mean, everywhere you go, you can buy the things you need, except for maybe a quality, backpack. Other than that, all this is purchasable elsewhere. Probably not that expensive, depending on where you go. And for more in-depth discussion into minimalistic travel, I do have a book on Amazon for your Kindle or any other mobile device, and it's titled the same thing. Don't Travel Like an Expert, the Minimalist Approach. And there's quite a few good videos out there. I know some people go the hardcore minimalist approach and maybe just take like a Tom Bin 19 liter. There's if you're more into security, I know there's a backpack that has the like the steel rods in them so they can't be cut. I think that's a bit extreme, but if you're going to some super shady place, you might look into that. Also, some people use the Tortuga. Those are supposed to be pretty good backs. I can't vouch for those, but the Ozone 35 is my recommendation. Not very many clothes, as you can see. If I was going to Thailand or someplace warm, I'd probably pack an extra swimsuit instead of the pants, and no long sleeves. It actually saves a bunch of weight if you're going someplace warm. Again, if you're going someplace really cold, you'll have to pack extra. But this is a good 2 to 3 season pack. Probably 35 to 85 degrees is this would work great. And you're saving money. You're traveling light. You're not having to worry about a bunch of other stuff. And random cats jumping around. Anyways, I hope that helped. Thank you.